is definitely slowing down. 7, I got you. Andrew, I got you there. I'm moving up to the front of this thing. Just bear with me here, guys. We're trying to maneuver as best we can and as safely as we can to get into a... May not know. Okay, I would think that he doesn't. Okay, so Rich just gave him some information here. The driver might be disoriented. He may not know what the contents of the truck are. Yeah, that is definitely a situation where he... Thank you. He may not know exactly what he's got there. So there's a look at the windshield, and it certainly looks for confirmation purposes here that there is only one person, the driver, inside of the vehicle there. But from this angle, you can also see where that right front wheel is definitely still carrying something that is on fire here. But still moving at about 10 to 15 miles an hour here. We thought that perhaps he may be slowing down or even stopping. Well, I guess not. He's still going to keep this thing going here. So we'll be coming up on Bellflower Boulevard here. So we are coming through Bellflower and Lakewood along the 91 freeway, moving very slowly westbound over towards the 710. I don't know that he'll make it to the 710, but you know, if he kind of insists on kind of keeping this thing going as long as he can, yeah, the 710 freeway he'll probably get to in about 10 minutes or so. Guys?
Good morning, folks. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now, tapping into the signal from KTLA in Los Angeles, California. We're following here on Highway 91, a stolen U-Haul pursuit. We're getting access to this feed here towards the end of what has been a pursuit here on 91 in LA. And as you can see here, the U-Haul on that passenger side front tire, there is no rubber remaining on that tire. Now on the rim, and you can see there in the center of your screen just the amount of friction causing that fire there on the rim itself. So police keeping a distance. They're probably about 400 or 500 feet back. And as you heard there from the chopper reporter and photographer here at KTLA, the driver might be disoriented. So we're going to now get you back here to the live feed here from KTLA in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, Bellflower Boulevard coming up. Yeah, Ginger, have a look at that. My goodness, you know, we were speculating. Rich noticed that whatever was dragging underneath the wheel that was on fire was able to rotate to the top of the wheel, moving a little bit closer to the engine compartment. And maybe that's what's kind of spread to the engine compartment, maybe onto the hot exhaust, who knows what. But at any rate, whatever that thing, that maybe shred of tire, whatever it was, has now, well, blossomed into what you're seeing there. Now we're seeing a lot of sparks. This guy's getting off the freeway here, finally getting off the freeway at Bellflower Boulevard here. Bellflower Boulevard, he'll be at the bottom of the off-ramp. He's got a couple of cars ahead of him. Get out of the way, dude. He's going to be at the bottom of the off-ramp here, and hopefully he'll be able to slow down. I don't see the trailer either, Rich, so maybe that trailer, did that trailer come disconnected, or is there just a lot of smoke that we can't see it? Well, at any rate, he's going to be coming up to the bottom of the off-ramp here shortly here, and that's going to be Bellflower Boulevard. Let's see what he does, okay, because obviously he's got CHP right behind him, and now he's going to be on surface streets, Bellflower Boulevard, northbound. He's right turn northbound on Bellflower Boulevard here, again, on fire, and CHP is now still kind of following. If I was pushing north there, I've got all three of you. I think I'm seeing fire over on the driver's side, too, a little bit. Okay, now it's into the cabin. Now it's into the cab. Okay, so I just don't see how this guy's going to be able to put up with this. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, foot bail. Look at this dude. Okay, catch this guy. Okay, in the parking lot by the red Prius. He's tossed over a bag. Okay, he's climbed over the fence. Lost a shoe. All purse. Okay, throw your man purse over. Get over to the wall. He's southbound. Southbound now. I've got you, Ange. Thanks. Okay. Come on, dude. Okay, so he's wondering what he's going to be doing there. He's just tossing his man purse around everywhere, but whatever. Okay, he's now between those two buildings. Now between those two buildings, he's on the east side of the street. He's on the east side of the street here, guys. So I see CHP going westbound. He's on the east side of the. Rich, widen out. Maybe they can breathe. Okay, there you go. There you go. One officer there. Make the left. Okay, he's in between the two buildings in the alley, right by that looks like a four bungalow kind of bungalow court right there. That one CHP officer went a little bit too far, but he's between the big building in the middle of the screen, right there in that alley. That's where we last saw him. So hopefully they're going to be able to catch this guy. My sense is that, well, they do have the airship right overhead, so hopefully they are kind of tracking this guy on the ground. CHP is kind of moving into position around the block, so there you go. You can see at the bottom of the screen here, CHP moving in from the left and from the right. But hopefully they're going to be able to catch this guy. My goodness, where is he going to pop out, right? Let's see. Yeah, hang on a second here, Rich. Okay, Cloud's going to move south just a little bit here over on the east side of it. In the meantime, that truck is really starting to go up for what it's worth here, guys. So, hang on. Move to the right, Rich, just for a quick sec. There's the truck. Have a look at the truck, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there's the truck. Fire department is coming up right behind him, and so they're going to be able to hopefully get some water on this truck here in just a matter of a couple of minutes here. But we are still looking for the bad guy. And the bad guy we last saw coming in right behind that big square building, right in front of that, what looks like a rust-colored, that orange truck. And that's where we last saw him. Let me line up here, Rich, and see if we can get a straight down the... 5 did about a minute ago, but we're trying to spot him. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can eyeball this guy. Hang on, bear with us, guys, bear with us. CHP is asking for anyone who might have seen his last location, so yeah, that is the alley where we last saw him. Okay, they think they got him, okay, maybe. Hang on. That's the alley where we saw him last. Okay, so my sense is that he's probably somewhere in this stretch, although we don't know exactly where he went. Yeah, that he could have gone through that bush line, that line of bushes there, but okay. Well, they are setting up a perimeter, so hopefully they'll be able to get this guy shortly here, but if he pops out anywhere in this immediate vicinity, hopefully someone will be able to spot him or pick him up. In the meantime, though, CHP is definitely looking for this guy, and they're setting up a perimeter around this particular vicinity to see if he pops out, or if he doesn't, they're going to start going from location to location to see if they can get this guy out. Okay. Can you put on the mapping here? That's going to be Park Street at Rush Avenue here. It's just going to be on the east side of Bellflower Boulevard, just one block north of the 91. So just to give you an idea, there's the mapping. Okay, so there you go. So they are definitely in the right neighborhood. And hopefully, if this guy pops out, he will do so in a conspicuous way that they'll be able to spot him and pick him up. In the meantime, though, yeah, have a look at the truck. Fire department getting some good water on there. That is going to be nearly out, but man, he really took that down to the wheels and on fire, and my goodness. Hopefully they'll be able to get this guy shortly. Guys, let me send it back down to you.
Morning, folks. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA. Now we're tapping into the signal here from KTLA, Freeway 91. The 91 freeway where this stolen U-Haul pursuit, where we picked up that stolen U-Haul pursuit, both of the front tires went out, and the driver for an extended period of time, what might have been several miles. Okay, now we have, all right, somebody just going inside the building there. Not sure if that was the suspect, but the suspect who escaped on foot then went into this alleyway here. There you see the officer there that we saw around the corner. We have two officers now. They're pointing here inside the building. Let's listen into the feed here once again.
The roof? No, no one on the roof. No one on the roof. But there is, go ahead. It's hard to know, but it does look like that. It does look like, it looks to me like a single-story apartment complex there. You can see that kind of corridor right in the middle. He might have ducked in there. It's hard to know, but my sense is that he's going to be somewhere in this shot, hiding somewhere. But hopefully they will be able to get this guy out. Over on the right, over in the parking lot side. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Walk carefully to school, kiddo. So there you go. Yeah, with the police activity like right in their backyard basically here. So that's what we're looking at right now. The CHP is still trying to get their guy, but last seen in that alleyway that you're looking at right down the middle of the screen. So right in front of that copper-colored truck. And from there, he could have moved northbound, which is to the right along that tree, along that edge of bushes, or perhaps even into that apartment complex through that what looks to be an open corridor. That's going to be either rush or park, but at any rate, the CHP is still there. And my guess is that they're going to get local law enforcement involved here as well, since they know this area. But to this point, he has not popped out. He's probably hiding underneath something. I don't think he's still on the run. I think he's hiding, and hopefully they will be able to get this guy out here.
The driver of the stolen U-Haul here in California going here into hiding, as we understand it. We saw the suspect escaping on foot, taking his bag, throwing it over the several fences, jumping over, hopping those fences, and then he went into the alleyway there at the center of your screen above that orange pickup truck. There's that narrow alley there where the suspect disappeared. All right, so now anyone who's just even walking out of this building on foot immediately becomes, are they just trying to say, oh, it wasn't me, and then walking away? So that's why we have the chopper photographer here zooming in. Could this be the suspect? I mean, again, it was what appeared to be a similar, okay, let's listen back in here. And that was indeed the suspect who's now laying down here and being arrested by officers. Let's listen into KTLA.
And he lost his shoe, and I think he was just casually trying to walk out. Of the perimeter. So there you go. Oh my! Thanks, Ange. I won't move. I'll stay here. Nice job, Rich. Yeah. Yeah, he knew what was going on. So, yeah. Good job, Rich. Great job catching that, dude. Wow. Well, there you go. Now the guy's in custody. It's a code 4. Woo! Pretty gutsy move. Yeah, gutsy move, just trying to walk out like nothing's happening in the middle of a perimeter. But yeah, it's either Bellflower or Sheriff's. Go ahead.
So what a phenomenal job here by not just the CHP California Highway Patrol, but also by the crew there in the air, Sky 5 with KTLA doing a phenomenal job. The chopper photographer there was right on it. The suspect there was walking out trying to appear casual and trying to just get away on foot, because we saw many other occupants of that building, of what appeared to be a single-story apartment building, just walking out of the building. So he was trying to blend in with all the other people that were casually making their way out of the building as all the police, all the law enforcement officers here descended on that building itself. But KTLA's chopper photographer right on it, as well as CHP here, who are now arresting the suspect here. JB Buno here with you live in the WFLNF Stream Center, again tapping into the signal here from KTLA. And the moment that we saw this pop up here, we thought this was interesting because the U-Haul, it was a stolen U-Haul. Both of the tires on both the driver and passenger side, the front tires, were blown out, and on the rims, and all of that friction causing the car to ignite on fire. So now we have the suspect being arrested here after a brief escape on foot, and then, of course, trying to hide there in that building. Again, let's listen in here to KTLA.
Was taking place. Now, we were tracking this westbound on the 91 from Euclid, so basically out of Fullerton, out of Anaheim, all the way through areas like Buena Park, La Palma, Cerritos, and now Bellflower and Lakewood, before that right front wheel, which was, he had been running on that right front wheel for about 5 miles, eventually caught something on fire. That fire spread to the engine compartment, and this guy finally got off the freeway at Bellflower about, maybe 15 minutes ago, fully on fire. And now northbound on Bellflower, as soon as he had the opportunity to, he broke from that U-Haul truck, foot-bailed, went eastbound in between some buildings, and that's when we basically lost him for a couple of minutes before the CHP and the Sheriff's Department, it looks like, were able to catch up to him as he was trying to casually walk out of a perimeter that was in the process of being set up here. So now he's in custody. The U-Haul truck, unfortunately, destroyed. The whole cab of that thing was on fire just a few minutes ago before the LA County Fire Department was able to get on scene and put that out. But now what you're seeing here is the culmination of a 2 hours long pursuit where this guy is now being taken into custody by the LA County Sheriff's Department with the help, the big help of the CHP as well as LAPD. They played a hand in it. Long Beach PD, they also played a hand in it in the early morning hours. But again, this is all happening just north of the 91 freeway, about a block north, right on the east side of Bellflower Boulevard, where this scene is now playing out with the suspect in custody. Guys?
Just recapping some of the notes here from KTLA. This truck appearing to run over a spike strip on the 91 freeway around 6:15 in the morning, that, of course, being Pacific time. We're here on the East Coast. The truck exiting the freeway with 2 flat front tires, and then, again, all of that friction from extended mileage there on those 2 front rims, leading to a fire that broke out, that fire extending into the cabin. That was when the fire grew dramatically large. We had black smoke coming from the vehicle itself, and then the driver, the suspect, escaping on foot, throwing his bag over several fences, trying to get to adjacent properties, was able to elude the sight of the choppers here in Los Angeles, including KTLA's, for a brief moment when he went into that narrow alleyway there between 2 buildings. Tried to hide, might have tried to change clothing. Look at the remnants there of the stolen U-Haul, the big fire that reached into the cabin there. That's the remnants of that stolen U-Haul that we originally began our stream with here. And then this is the area, of course, where he had tried to escape on foot. Hid for, I would say, 10 or so minutes, perhaps, and then very casually tried to walk out of the building as others were also walking out of the building, but officers were right on top of it, as was KTLA's Sky 5, zoomed in on him, and he was quickly apprehended not too far away from the building itself. Look at the remnants there of the U-Haul, just how dangerous of a situation this was. The U-Haul was on the rims on both of the tires, driver side and passenger side. And then that led to the fire here that erupted into the cabin. And at that point, the suspect had no choice but to ditch the vehicle and try to escape on foot. Los Angeles Fire getting there pretty quickly, or at least what we understand was Los Angeles Fire getting there really quickly, able to put out the fire without any further damage to the, I guess, the contents. We don't know what's in the U-Haul, but to the contents of the U-Haul itself. You can see all of the foam there from the attempts by Los Angeles Fire to put out the fire here. So the stolen U-Haul pursuit, after a couple of hours, coming to an end here in California. A chase that was a lot of it spent on the 91 freeway eastbound in Buena Park, California, leading here to this area where the driver had no other choice but to ditch the vehicle, escape on foot, tried to hide, tried to casually get away, but was eventually apprehended by